Project L got its debut about a year ago, and one of the characters that matters so much to me is already in the game, and I have yet to even talk about him. And that's Ekko. Ever since I laid eyes on Ekko's design, there was always some type of resemblance or just I understood the character. Hell, when I was 17, 18 years old, I went to one of my first conventions cosplaying Ekko, and it was amazing. So I'll throw up a couple of pictures of what I have. I think I have one of like me and Tiny Tina. I know I was in a group with a Jinx and a Sona somewhere. It was a really bad picture because I was really nervous. I was a nervous little kid. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about Ekko. You know, this kid's cool. He looks like he's gonna be dope in this game, and he's possibly one of the main reasons why Project L is going to mean so much to me. I mean, it's to the point where I would like to, you know, go out to more locals and then possibly go to majors and shit and really try to grind this shit out and grind out YouTube and Twitch and stuff and try to really make a name for myself because of this game. You know, there's really no other game that's made me feel this way except DNF Duel, and it flopped. But I think that's more on the developers trying to get a cash grab rather than them actually caring about the IP like Riot Games does. So yeah, let's just get into it, man. You know, enough about me. You guys are here for some Project L content, so let's get into it. Okay, first off, we have the design. I'm actually very happy that they did this with Ekko, and they went with the arcane look that he had. It gives him dreadlocks instead of having the actual mohawk and shit. So already out of the gate, they're doing a fantastic job with how he looks. So they're saying that he's supposed to be a mid-range character, but I don't necessarily see that being the thing. So it seems like he might be some type of Rekka character. He swings with a lariat, and he has a clone behind him, and it looks like he has different follow-ups after that. So on further inspection, he does his little block string, but you notice how he lariats forward and he continues to swing. And this is where I think that mid-range character doesn't really shine. I think he can excel in mid-range, but I think he's going to be this close range mix-up character that's going to force you to guess whether or not he's going to counter hit you, if he's going to cancel his dash and throw, or if he's going to just keep laying on the pressure and just reset you. So he can lay out this time rewind, and it looks like he has an air version also, and then he has a totally separate move where he just rolls through. So starting off with this first one, this air rewind that he has, it looks like later on you'll see a footage where there's an actual attack follow-up from this, but it looks like he is kind of forced to land, if you understand what I mean. This isn't anything crazy like where he can cancel out the animation and then go for a high-low mix-up, which might be what the developers are going for. He has this like nice little counter hit presence, but he's not going to mix you to death. The next thing that I want to talk about is this small roll follow-up. It's not even necessarily a follow-up. It looks like it's just like a normal special that he will have, and he can place it out basically whenever he wants to. So he can always go for one of the, I believe, 2-3 follow-ups that he has. He has a flip kick, which is kind of cool. Looks like it's just going to be a combo tool. And then he has the second hit of the rewind, which looks like it's going to be like a combo ender or maybe a block string ender. But he has like that little Akuma teleport thing going on. He flashes purple, and then he moves to this position of his rewind clone. So maybe during that time your opponent can recover and finally swing at you, and you could possibly be hit depending on what it is. I can imagine people using invincible reversals, level 1s, 3s. It just kind of depends on what they decide to do for the game. And before I move on here to the Time Winder, this is actually the follow-up that I was speaking about earlier. It looks like it spikes into the ground and you won't be able to get anything. Maybe there are some OTG assists that will be able to pick it up. That way you can extend your combos, but it looks like it's purely a combo ender. Now there is a route that I noticed earlier that they use Time Winder instead of this right here, and the use of the Time Winder looks like it will unlock a couple of loops and staircase combos, but when we get to the Time Winder, I'll add all that stuff together so it seems like it's a little bit more concise. So now we have the clip of Ekko using Time Winder. Looks like Jinx calls out her rocket, and Ekko throws the Time Winder right after it, and he confirms into the Time Winder combo. But we actually have more clips of him using it besides just this one. So this next clip, he's actually using it more like a fireball or a ki blast in the air. And he's actually halting his momentum so it could throw off some anti-airs. And he's actually able to confirm off of it. This looks like it's largely in part due to the slowdown that the Time Winder gives after it hits. I believe the developer said something about after a set amount of distance, it will be able to slow, but this one seems like it's a little bit different. It looks like he throws it instantly, and then he's still able to actually get the slowdown and get the combo off of it. So here we actually have him throwing the Time Winder like a normal fireball. It travels across the screen. It looks like he has a lot of fucking recovery doing that shit. So it might not be safe to throw out in neutral. You might want to be a little bit careful doing that. But it slows. It's a combo tool. I believe they showed it as his assist, but I think he throws it upwards at an angle. I have to look to see if I can find that somewhere. And here is the really interesting Time Winder combo that I was speaking about earlier. He does it, and you can see that he's landing, and he just backs straight up. I think he can swing after this. I can almost safely say that he definitely gets some type of loop or staircase combo after this, and that's really exciting to hear because there's going to be a lot of combo expression with shit like that. And then the final Time Winder clip that I have isn't even necessarily about Time Winder, but check this out. He rolls forward, but he holds it. And instead of it being greenish blue like it normally was, his rewind clone is actually that pinkish purple. So this is like the biggest mystery when it comes to this character to me. Like, why is that specifically purple, and what properties does it give Ekko? Does it also work with all of his other specials, so the Lariat or the Air Spike? Like, what does that do for him? So outside of that interesting little detail that I've never noticed until now, he throws the Time Winder, and he teleports to his rewind clone, and he hits it, and he makes the projectile faster. So a little bit of keep away, a little bit of hit and run with him right there. You know, you gotta kind of guess if he's going to actually teleport to it or if he's gonna land and some other bullshit. So now I'm just kind of going over the little bit of footage that I might have missed. I didn't really want to talk about normals because normals are normal. I mean, you get to see them pretty often. But it looks like he has some type of command normal right here. It looks like it leaves him in the air. I want to assume that it's going to be plus on block. We only get to see it on hit, so you don't get to see if like Jinx is trying to do anything or whether or not she comes out of block stun. But it leaves him in the air. You throw in an assist with that, that's high-low right there. High-low, I mean, with block stuns and stuff, the grab will probably whiff, but you definitely get a high-low right there, and you could possibly set up a clone or something too. So we already saw that he had the high-low, but I wanted to throw this in here too. He does have a double jump. I don't know if this is exclusive to him, but this is the only character I think we get to see do a double jump. So he might be able to leap over to the other side, and he has this Iori taco kick that he can do. So that's high-low, left-right, possibly, depending on the type assist that he gets with it. So that command normal, definitely pretty good for him. So next up, we're wrapping up. We got some assist. He has Time Winder. He throws it straight across. I don't feel like fucking reclipping and re-editing the upwards Time Winder he does, but he can throw a Time Winders up in the air. Just not for the assists from what I've seen. Regardless, it's a nice little long range assist. It'll probably still have the slowing effect the longer it goes. So you can tell they want you to know that it's a good zoning assist, or at least neutral assist, because they tag it onto Jinx, who seems like she's going to be pretty long range. She has a rocket, she has a lasers, but we're not focusing on Jinx. We're focusing on the fact that they're pairing up this assist with someone who seems like they're going to want to stay out and poke. On the opposite side of the spectrum, we have a quick, fast-hitting Lariat for his assist. This reminds me very much of Bardock, Base Vegeta, Trunks, just your typical standard. I'm going to just make sure I can lock you down real quick and sit you still. So I just want you guys to take note of this, and obviously it can change, it's subject to change. But the moment Ekko gets done swinging at her, she stops blocking and she's at her neutral state. So this is definitely a low block stun assist, and I believe Darius is even still recovering before Jinx even finishes up. So he might even be minus or unsafe at least. But his jumping, it's not real. So if you're going to be using this Ekko assist, if they don't change it, it's definitely going to be scary if you do not use it correctly. And lastly, we just have a couple of normals, and we see him backdashing, forward dashing, jumping around, just showing you the movement mechanics of the game, really. He has a pretty nice looking backdash, like regardless of like how stupid it may seem, just like the animations of like backdashes and forward dashes are really nice in my opinion. But anyway, we get to see his double jump again. And it looks like this game has a type of wave dash. So if you kind of look at Ekko, he it looks like he's canceling his dash animation somehow in order to dash again, or like he's like dash breaking or something like that. So this game might have a block button, and if it is, or if it does, it might kill left right, but then again, it might be more like Marvel, how if you crouch, it cancels your dash input. You don't really see him blocking at all during this, so I'm assuming it's more of a you gotta crouch to kind of cancel it. And if you really just kind of look at it, you can see him dipping down in the middle of his animations. So I'd say definitely, yeah, that crouching is what's causing the animation canceling and not any type of like blocking or anything. But that's it. So I'm actually very happy that I was able to sit down and do this video, even though I personally thought that it didn't matter, because there were so many other bigger named YouTubers making fucking Project L videos. But, I'm a year late, but I finally broke down one of my favorite characters in League that is confirmed in the game. So let me know if you like the video or not. If you guys still want speculation videos, definitely let me know. Leave a comment. I'm still working on Azir. For real. That video is probably about halfway, 3/4 done. I don't really know. But I'm definitely still interested in doing YouTube content. Sorry, been speaking a lot and I'm kind of sick. It's fun making YouTube videos, so if you enjoy the content, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you want in the game. Let me know what mechanics you want in the game. Let me know who you don't want in the fucking game. If you don't want Riven in the damn game, we gonna have a problem, but we can still have a civil conversation about it. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys soon.